in the heart of the Blackwood forest, where shadows danced under moonlit skies, lay a bridge that whispered secrets of old. It was not just any bridge. It was the bridge where ghosts jump. Legend had it that those who dared cross its silent span would meet their end in the most terrifying of ways. Bridge Betty, with her eyes like hollow wells and skin as pale as moonlight, knew every ghost's name on the bridge. She spoke in a voice so thin it barely carried across the night, warning travelers of the bridge's deadly embrace. Her words were filled with an eerie calm, lulling those who listened into a false sense of security before reality struck. Jumper Jack was not afraid. He was a thrill-seeker, a man who sought out the most haunted places to test his courage. Tonight, he would cross the bridge where ghosts jump and return victorious, or so he thought. As night fell, the forest seemed to draw closer around him, its trees pressing their cold leaves against the air. Jack's footsteps echoed sharply on the bridge as he approached. Each step felt heavier than the last, as if an unseen weight was pulling him down. The wind howled like a banshee, its mournful cries filling the air. It seemed to mock Jack's bravado, whispering of those who had come before and never returned. The air grew colder with every breath, as if the bridge itself were growing colder around him. Suddenly, a figure appeared in the shadows, a ghostly form that seemed to flicker between presence and absence. Jack's heart raced as he recognized it, Bridge Betty herself. Her eyes, hollow and glowing faintly, locked onto his. She spoke softly, her voice barely above a whisper. "You come seeking adventure, do you not? But remember, the bridge is not for those who seek excitement. It is for the lost." Jack dismissed her warning with a dismissive sneer, but deep down, he knew something was terribly wrong. The ground beneath him began to shake, as if the very earth itself were protesting his presence. The wind grew stronger, howling like the cries of 1,000 ghosts. It seemed to pick up speed, almost as if it had a mind of its own. Jack stumbled, trying to find purchase on the bridge's cold surface. The sound of his boots scrabbling against the wooden planks filled the air, creating an echoing rhythm that heightened his fear. Then, without warning, the bridge began to sway violently. It was as if the entire structure were alive, thrashing in a violent dance that seemed to defy physics. Jack clung to the railings, his fingers digging deep into the wood as he tried to maintain his balance. The wind's howl reached a crescendo, and then it was silent. The only sound was the creaking of the bridge under the immense force applied by the invisible hand guiding its destruction. Jack could feel the ground beneath him give way, as if the earth itself had decided to swallow him whole. He tried to scream, but no sound would come from his lips. His vision blurred as he was thrown into darkness, and when he opened his eyes again, he found himself hanging upside down, suspended by a single thread of his own fear. The bridge below him twisted and turned in a nightmare dance, the ghosts that dwelled there laughing at his plight. Jack could see their faces now horrific, twisted beings with hollow eyes and decaying flesh. They taunted him, urging him to jump into the void. In a moment of sheer terror, Jack gave in to their demands. He let go of the thread that held him, plunging headfirst into the darkness below. The ghostly laughter grew louder as he fell, until it seemed to fill his very bones with an icy chill. When Jack finally landed, he was no longer on solid ground. Instead, he found himself trapped in a nightmare world where the bridge floated above him, its twisted form reaching out to drag him back into its grasp. He fought against the ghostly tendrils that clung to his limbs, but they were too strong, too many. In his final moments of struggle, Jack could hear Bridge Betty's voice whispering one last warning. Remember, not all who jump survive. As he slipped beneath the bridge's shadowy embrace, the world faded into darkness. The last thing Jack saw was the twisted smile of a ghostly figure standing above him, as if to mock his failure. And so ended the tale of Jumper Jack, another victim of the bridge where ghosts jump. For in this haunted place, there is no escape from the embrace of death.